Good morning, boys and girls. So, I am on here to explain to you a project that we are going to be working on all week. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be a very fun project, and I can't wait to see what creative designs you guys come up with. So, this project that we're going to be doing is called the Extreme Playground Makeover. I'm not sure if any of you have ever seen this show, Extreme Home Makeover, but that's kind of where the idea came from. Basically, the designers meet a family who needs a new home. They talk with them about what they want in their house, what requirements they have for their house, right? The things that they need in their house. And then what they do is they send the family on vacation and they design and build their dream home. And then they get to come home and have this huge reveal of what they had been working on for the family. And so basically, you're going to be doing the same thing, except we're not actually going to be building it with a playground. Okay. So let me share my screen so that we can go over all that you're going to have. So today is going to be your brainstorming session. There is going to be a discussion post in today's folder that you're going to list two things that you brainstormed today. That way, if someone else is stuck or if you're stuck, you may be able to see some other people's comments, and that may help you get unstuck from your brain freeze, right? And so you're going to brainstorm and just get an idea of some things that you can include in your playground. And you have a rough draft right here. If you don't have a printer at home and you cannot print this piece of paper, that is totally fine. Just use a blank piece of paper, okay? And then you'll upload that tomorrow. So this is just paper with a title. You can't do that, not a big deal, right? Just use a blank piece of paper and title it rough draft for me. Then the final draft is the same paper as the rough draft. And then we have some examples we'll look at together, and we have some requirements. So this is where all your papers are going to be. If you ever are looking for anything, come back to Monday. But I will also put them in each day that you will need them. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what this week will look like. Then we'll go over your requirements for your playground. And then we'll look at a few examples, and then you can get started, okay? So today, like I said, is your brainstorm day. You're going to have like 5 to 10 minutes to really brainstorm what your playground is going to look like, what you want to include. If you need more time, that's totally fine. Just do at least 5 to 10 minutes for me, okay? Then tomorrow, you are going to actually take that rough draft paper, just a blank piece of paper, and draw out a rough draft of your playground. Then you're going to upload a picture of your rough draft. And Wednesday is going to be like a makeup day if you've missed anything so far, or if you want to get a little bit ahead, you're more than welcome to. But I need Wednesday to look at your rough drafts so that I can give you some feedback and tell you, hey, you're missing a couple requirements, or hey, maybe think about this, make sure you add your labels so you can have a little bit of feedback before your final draft, okay? Thursday, you are going to start working on your final draft, okay? So you're going to just get another piece of paper and you're going to start working on that final draft. The requirements with the final drafts has to be colorful, right? Your rough draft can just be in pencil, but your final draft needs to have color and be beautiful and pretty. You can do that on a piece of paper or a poster board or whatever you have at home that is easy for you to draw your playground on, okay? And then on Friday, what you're going to do is you're going to take a little video of yourself explaining your playground and telling me about the different parts of your playground and what all you included in your playground. And you're going to upload each different part each day on Schoology, and you'll actually get a grade for each part, and then you'll get a test grade for that end final video presentation. I'm not going to be grading you on how you're talking in your video or how you're explaining your playground. I'll be grading the actual playground itself, okay? So don't worry. It can be a little scary to record a video of yourself sometimes, but don't worry about it. That is not what you're being graded on, okay? So let's look at those requirements really quickly. When you click on the requirements list, it should have 3 pages to it. The first page is an actual list of the different requirements that you have. And it says that you must have at least one of the following incorporated to the design in some way. And it has to be labeled, okay? And so the way that that works is you have to have one of each of these. You can have multiple of one or two, but you have to have one of each of these. And I know that seems like a lot, but I promise it's not. When we go over them, you're going to see how easy it is to combine some of them, okay? So one set of parallel lines, one set of perpendicular lines, one right angle, one obtuse angle. You can have more than one, but you have to have at least one of each of these, okay? Then if you scroll down, it has definitions and pictures for you, okay? So we'll go over them really quickly together. Parallel lines are lines that never intersect, they never touch, okay? A good thing that we were brainstorming with my face-to-face kiddos is a slide, right? A slide has parallel lines that never touch. You could do monkey bars as your parallel lines. See how easy it can be to come up with some of these ideas? I know you're gonna do great. Perpendicular lines are lines that intersect, but they form a right angle, right? That's really important. They have to form that right angle. Right angle is an angle that measures 90 degrees. An obtuse angle is more than 90 degrees. It's that really big angle. An acute is less than 90. A rectangle has four sides. Opposite sides are equal. It has four right angles, and opposite sides are also parallel. A square is a four-sided shape with all equal sides, all right angles. And remember, a square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle could not be a square. A trapezoid is a four-sided shape with only one pair of parallel lines, and it's that top and bottom pair, okay? A parallelogram is just a shape with two sets of parallel lines. That can be a rectangle, a square, and you see here we have a rhombus. An acute triangle is a triangle with all acute angles. A right triangle has one right angle. An obtuse triangle has one obtuse angle. A scalene triangle has no equal sides. An equilateral triangle has all equal sides. An isosceles triangle only has two equal sides. In this case, it's these two right here. A pentagon has five sides. A hexagon has six sides. And an octagon has eight sides. And the one requirement that you have that does not have a picture on here is a symmetrical image. If you think of lines of symmetry, that's going to help you a lot. So it's an image that can fold in half perfectly and line up. So think of a square, think of a circle, a heart, a star, anything that has a line of symmetry that can fold in half perfectly, okay? So that is your requirements. And then in your own time, you are more than welcome to look at all of the examples to get a few ideas. Please don't copy the examples. I would love to see your creative brains at work. You guys are so smart, and I'm so excited to see what you come up with. But there are some examples on here. We'll look at a couple together, and then you can look at the rest on your own time, okay? So the first page has lots of examples, and then the second page has one example of a rough draft for you. So here's someone's rough draft. Your final draft will just be in color. You can also see where the teacher gave feedback and kind of crossed out and wrote. And I will be doing that with comments because I'm not going to be able to actually write on your page. But there's some examples on here. And the big thing that you can see is that they are easily labeled. I want to be able to look at your rough draft and your final draft, put a checklist on this side, your rough draft on this side, and be like, okay, there's the obtuse angle. There's the obtuse triangle. There's the acute triangle skirt, right? So here, the obtuse angle was a lounge chair, and the acute triangle was made into a skirt. So they got creative and even used clothes on some of their people at the playground to meet some of their requirements, okay? Be creative, have fun. This is not supposed to be a super hard project. It's supposed to be a fun one to kind of review all of our geometry skills. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. Have a great day.